Hello everybody, welcome to the Coffee Run Live, episode number 213. Really awesome to have you guys on either. Now, what's really cool about this, I thought that I might let you know, this actually, this is being recorded on Facebook Live and it gets shared into all of the places. So it gets shared across YouTube, it goes to LinkedIn, it goes to SoundCloud, it goes to iTunes, it goes to Spotify, it goes to all of the places. So whether you're listening live, good morning, hello and welcome. If you're listening to the audio version or you're watching somewhere else, really excited to have you on. Hey Tess. Okay, so I wanted to share some stuff with you today. I'm going to tell you before I get stuck into what I really wanted to share with you today. There's been a few things going on and it's been kind of really interesting, and there's always metaphors, right? And one of the things that I love to do is, no worries, Tess. Sounds great. One of the things that I love to do is journaling, and actually that's not true. I don't necessarily always love journaling. I love the outcome of journaling, and I love the ideas that come out, but it often feels like a bit of a purge. So where this ties in, last night my husband's away at the moment, and I don't know, we were doing something last night and it got to 6:30. Oh, that's right. So last night I'd scheduled some emails. Actually, I didn't even schedule an email. I sent an email out to everybody on the internet, and I was like, I normally get the copy of the email that hit my inbox, and I tested it, made sure it was all fine after the tech debacle earlier on in the week, where you guys got an email that was like all question marks. It was really strange and random. But anyway, last night I sent this email out at 5:40. It didn't hit my inbox. I'm like, oh no, what's going on? I didn't realize until about 6 o'clock. So I've jumped back into my email provider, which happens to be Infusionsoft, that was commonly known affectionately as Confusionsoft. I still love it. I really like Infusionsoft and the functionality that it has and everything else. But anyway, I've gone back in at 6 o'clock. I'm like, what's going on? It was showing that it was still scheduling. I'm like, this is really strange. So I thought I'd cancelled it and I sent it again. It still didn't come out. I'm like, dude, what the heck is going on? And then I got a message from a lady who was joining the 30-day challenge, and she's just like, I don't know what's happened. I've just gone and hit this and it didn't work, and I think I had to resubmit it. I'm like, stop. So anyway, it got to being about 6:30, and I'm like, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. I'm not a 50s housewife, right? So I don't have dinner on the table when my husband walks in. In fact, more often than not, he walks in and he's like, babe, what are we doing for dinner? And he'll often get stuff started because I have this whole aversion to cooking. I just don't really enjoy it. So consequently, it wasn't very planned out. And then last night I ate the pasta that I made. It was really delightful and delicious. And this morning, my body is like, you ate that pasta and now we need to get it the fuck out of your body. So I apologize in advance if I really need to run off. I promise you that I will be back, but it's just been quite awkward this morning. So there you go. And I got to go and pick up my car back from the crash repairer, and all of the things are happening. I guess like where all of this kind of comes in is, and where the business metaphor is here, or where the life metaphor is here, is like shit happens literally sometimes, and obviously metaphorically. And I suppose we've got some choices around how it is that we handle that and how it is that we roll with that. Now, the shit that can happen could be where your technology stops working, right? Like what happened yesterday. And then, oh my God, I felt so terrible because then this morning I've gone in, I'm like, there's another freaking email that didn't go off that was supposed to get sent out. Hey, Joe. So I've gone in and I fixed that one. And then the email that was supposed to go out went out. I'm like, oh, holy fuck, everybody is going to unsubscribe. Everyone's going to think I'm being a spammy asshole, one of my big things is that I'm really passionate and really conscious about making sure that I'm adding value to you guys and not just always saying, hey, here's the program, you should buy it, which, by the way, you should buy my latest program and it is going to be totally awesome, completely badass. We start Monday, pre-work's already gone live. It's a radical implementation challenge and we work together for a whole month and it's really amazing, but you should totally be in it. I'll post something up in a minute for you about that. But I'm really passionate about not having everything that I do being about selling something. I'm really passionate about making sure that I'm adding value to you and that, you're getting really great content, tips, hints, advice, connection, downloads, whatever the case might be. And that it's not just always about, hey, buy my shit and then, see you later, namaste, give me a credit card or I'm not interested. And so this morning and last night I had these emails that I was like, oh shit, they're going to get both of them and then they're going to get these ones and then this is going to happen. And then, oh my God, I felt awful. But at the end of the day, it's like one of these ladies, Sandy, was chatting to me last night and she said, Nicola, you're teaching me how to handle stuff within this, because she was messaging me, like voicemailing back and forth. And she's like, oh, I've just done this. I'm like, oh, that's all right. I'll just void, because a credit card got charged twice because of the forms and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's okay. Like, I'm all over it. I'll refund one of them or I'll void one of them. We'll work it out. Like, don't stress. It's okay. I'll do what I can. But I guess, what I was kind of pleasantly surprised / reminded about was that shit happens. Right? And it's how we deal with that then matters. So people will unsubscribe. That's just what will happen. I was also worried about, what was I listening to? I was worried about time this morning. So I had to go and pick up my car from the crash repairers. So I have a confession. I had a car accident in my 3-week-old car, my 3-week-old brand new car. Maybe it wasn't quite 3 weeks. Was it 3 weeks? Maybe not 3 weeks old. I don't know. I don't know. It was really brand spanking new to me pretty much. I feel like it was only 3 weeks that I'd had it. Maybe it was a month. And I was coming into a roundabout. I don't know if I've spoken to you guys about this. I was coming into the roundabout and I was watching this guy who was coming in from the left, who was screaming into the roundabout. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to slow down before I enter. I looked over to the right. I didn't see anything. And I proceeded to drive into the roundabout and smash into the front quarter panel of this poor girl's car. And totally my fault. I just didn't even see her. I drive a Jeep Grand Cherokee and the mirrors are really freaking huge. They're like the size of dinner plates on the sides of these cars. Plus that pillar between where the front windshield is and the driver's side window, those pillars are really big. And so you've got these really big fat wide pillars and then you've got this dinner plate mirror, which is great for seeing what's behind you. Really terrible for seeing who's coming into the roundabout. I had a Jeep a few years ago before I traded it and got a different car that I drove for about a year. And the old one, the SRT that we had, was the same, like really big mirrors. Anyway, didn't even see it, drove into this poor girl. But I don't know if our car's been written off. But what I was chatting about with the lady came and picked me up this morning from the crash repairer to go then take me back to the workshop so I could bring my car home, blah, blah, blah. Did you know this? I don't know if you guys knew this. I didn't know this. So I have not had a car accident in 20 years. So this is a complete public service announcement for anyone who drives a car and who has insurance or doesn't have insurance. Did you know that I'm driving and I've got insurance and the other person's driving and they do or don't have insurance? Now, if I'm at fault, which I totally was, if I'm at fault and there's not much damage to my car, let's say, which there wasn't actually. This poor girl was driving a little car and the front end, like the front quarter panel, completely kind of crumpled. So lots of damage to her car, not much to mine. Had I not lodged a claim through my insurance company and was just waiting, or if I did lodge a claim through my insurance company, but just say, like there's really not much damage to my car. So I could have waited for 6 months before going and having it actioned. Until I pay my excess, her car doesn't get fixed. Did you know that? Until my claim, like my part of my claim has been completed and paid for and essentially closed off, her stuff, if she goes through my insurance company, doesn't get sorted. So if she doesn't have insurance and she has to do their claim through my insurance company and everything else and combine the claim numbers, her car doesn't get fixed, it doesn't get written off, nothing happens. I had no idea. Oh my God, I felt even more awful. This poor girl, 20 years old, had two, like I think she had her brothers in the car. Like she was a mess. It was not the most fun thing. That I got out of the car and I'm just like, are you okay? Are you okay? You okay? I was calm while shaking and, adrenaline coursing through my veins and being really quite stressed and, pissed off, but, with an extra 20 years experience, with no accidents, I was very sort of cool, calm and collected and made sure that they were all okay, that they weren't, that the people weren't damaged, and that they were going to be all right. But I guess, and now I can see your comments. There was something weird happened yesterday and I could not see any comments. No, I didn't. I just sorted it out and then sorted out the money side of her insurer or whatever later. It will depend on the insurance company, but if she goes and lodges a claim through her own insurance company, that's a different story. So say that I'm with insurance company A, she's with insurance company B. She has a choice to either lodge the claim through my company or through her own company. But if it's through mine, they won't do anything until my stuff's done. So I could lodge a claim but not action it for 6 months or not get the repair work done for 6 months. This poor person sits there in freaking limbo not having anything done. It's insane. I had no clue. So I was having this big chat to this lady in the car today, the crash repairer lady. Anyway, shit happens, right? That's kind of where I'm going with this. Shit happens, and it is how we respond to it and how we deal with it that essentially defines and creates the next thing that will happen. And, there's a reason why we're all very business at the top today and comfort down the bottom, because, this pastor is not staying in me. It wants out. It's like, get me the frog out of here. This is ridiculous. So shit happens, and it's how we respond and how we deal with it that is the main thing. So this is a really important lesson in terms of mindset. It's a really important lesson in terms of business, because if we think about it, if we flick all of this back to our business, our marketing, our content creation, our live streams, I could be sitting here going, oh my God, there's only 3 people on live at the moment. I'm worthless. I'm terrible. I have nothing of value to say. This is shit. They've all unsubscribed because I got 25 emails from me in the space of 10 minutes. Oh my God. And I suppose, the thing that I'm still practicing, right? It's a practice. And sometimes when we're practicing stuff, we get tired and we forget and all the rest of it. But we don't need to take things so personally. Whilst it's a personal thing, if you're doing the thing that you need to do, if you're putting your voice out there, if you're talking, speaking, teaching, if you're communicating, adding value, doing the thing that you would be doing, whether you had $1 million and 25 million or, no money in your bank account, then don't take it personally what the external validation is being shown to you. And part of that, and look, we've just had one person drop off. So, I could be going, and there's a little bit of me that's like, what the fuck? What did I say wrong? Why won't these people stay on? It's so sad. But then it's kind of like, wow, shit happens. You know, if they've got what they needed, then it's actually really not about me. So for you, you might have people who listen to you incessantly, who hang on every word you say, who stay on every live stream, they don't go. And then you've got other people who will jump on, they'll hear the thing that they need to hear, and then off they go. It's not about you. We can't take it personally. The other thing is that you don't know what piece of profound insight you might have just shared for that person that completely changes the trajectory of their life, their business, their marketing, their choices, their thinking, their marriage, their health, their mindset, their money, their creativity, their whatever the heck it is. And I guess this is where it's so crucial and so important that you show up. Now, I was watching while I was cooking dinner last night for all of the people and eating the pasta. We had the Lego movie on, and it got me thinking, because there was the bad Lego villain, and then there's the good Lego person, right? And the bad Lego villain, and this is what I was thinking last night, I'm like, even the people who we think are bad, evil, horrible, villainous people, even those people have fans. What they're saying, there are still people that resonate with them. And then you look at the goodies, the heroes or whatever, there's people who resonate and follow them. It made me think about music. You know, some people are die-hard, heavy death metal fans, and the bands have consistent loyal followers. People like me, I'm like, death metal, not my scene. I'm not really into that. The kind of heavy metal I like Metallica and Guns N' Roses. That's about as heavy as it gets. I love it. But there's no matter, I guess where I'm going with this is that, you know, we can't take it personally. You've just got to show up, do your thing in the way that you do it, rock it the fuck out, be the person that you are, share the message that you're going to share, and know that shit's going to happen and stuff's going to happen, and technology will let you down because it is technology. Usually it's fantastic. People will come and watch your live streams, and some will stay on for the whole time, and some will bail out. When you go and put new things out, some will buy, some won't. When you go and change your outfit, some people will go, oh my God, you look freaking amazing, you're hot, you're awesome, and other people will hate it. Some people love that I've got pink in my hair today and yesterday, and other people are like, that looks like a piece of shit. You know, whatever. Who cares? At the end of the day, we've got to develop this kind of ability to be able to turn off turn on rather. I kind of think of it like a zombie wall or like a force field, where everyone else's opinions of how you should be, what you should be, how you should say it, how you should dress, how you should speak, how you should present, how you should market, how you should funnel, how you should swim, I was looking at the pool, how you should do whatever. We want their opinions to be able to like just bounce off your little force field so that you can just keep showing up and doing what you're going to do. That's really, I think, the message that I needed to say to you today. And remember, I think the other big thing there is something more. The other big thing that I wanted to say to you is something that I say, it's a phrase that I probably say more to my people, my clients, than any other thing that I've ever said ever before. And that is, you've got this, and you can, and you're awesome, and it will work, and you've just got to have faith, and you've got to keep going. You've just got to keep going. You've got to find that inner grit, that inner strength that, you know, you get knocked down, you get back up again, the Chumbawamba, you know, you're never going to keep you down. We do a skate song to that in Skate Fit, and every time it says you get knocked down, you've actually got to go down and do a knee tap, and then do the other knee, and then do another knee tap. Oh my God, our legs burn at the end of that song. It's ridiculous. But the burn is so good, right? The burn shows that you're getting stronger, that you're getting leaner, that you're getting faster, fitter, you're becoming more agile, you're able to do all of those things. So access all of that. And the other thing, if you haven't got the ability to tap into that internally, find someone who can do that externally for you, because shit will happen and there will be days where you're lying on the floor and you will not feel like you can get the fuck back up. And someone will need to put their hand out for you and go, it's okay, babe, you've got this, let me help you. And then your job at that point is to accept that help, grab that hand, and then get up, do what you need to do, and get yourself back out there. All right? That is it for today. So, boom, baby. Happy Friday. I trust that is helpful for you. If you've got questions or anything like that, let me know. We have got a really big week next week. We've got the coffee run Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We've got the awesome show on Tuesday. I'm running an event next Friday and Saturday, which I'm beyond excited for. But drum roll, we've also got the 30-day radical implementation challenge kicking off on Monday. And you will be kicking yourself if you are not in it, because it is going to be fantastic and awesome. So if you feel like you need to be in that, you will see a link in the comments when I get it in there very shortly. Otherwise, get out there, go kick some ass. Hey, Jared, have an amazing freaking day. Own your badassery. And remember, shit happens and it's how you deal with it that matters. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.